Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Washington Commanders taking on a second team out of the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan. Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Throwing to start the drive, Mobley. And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down Second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mobley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit. There, his head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Off play action. Zambrano. Under pressure, they got him again. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll go with a big bank, Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mobley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Zambrano flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 30. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
65 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Second down, back to Fournette. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Mobley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Mobley. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
To throw on 2nd down. Zambrano escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to power it in with Arma. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Arma, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. So you just keep running what you ran before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's McKissick. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments are.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Mobley. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Mobley eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on out. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. As marked down officially at the 21. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Zambrano. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give running right, Gibson. And he's got some space here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Zambrano. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Zambrano. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Zambrano. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. He drops it off for Bernard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Again, it's Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Mobley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw. Mobley. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Back to throw. Mobley, flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that gives them a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano flushed out right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Gibson again.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Zambrano.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Zambrano escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Mobley. He'll check this one off to Fournette. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mobley. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley
finding Rudolph.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back.